descending part of thoracic aorta. That is also called as descending aorta. Now this descending aorta, it is called as thoracic because it will be there in the word thorax. So thereby another name, thoracic aorta. Now this thing, it starts from the lower border of thoracic vertebrae 4. From that, it will be going to run straightway vertically down, but in the lower part of the thorax, it will be there just very close to in front of the lower border of the thoracic vertebrae 12. So it will be going to start from this level and it will be going to end at this level. That is it. Now this descending aorta or descending part of the thoracic aorta or thoracic aorta, it will be lying. It will be lying in the upper and in the middle part, totally left to the that of the vertebral column. But in the lower part, that is 1/3, it will be there very close to the in front of the vertebrae, that to thoracic. Now this thoracic aorta, it is a continuation of arch of aorta. And as it descends and reaches to the lower border of the aorta, that of the thoracic vertebrae 12, it ready to pierce the that of the diaphragm. At the level of that of the lower border of the thoracic vertebrae 12, and then continues as abdominal aorta. So this is what the thing. Now, if you want to know the relations, you have to cut this. This you can say particular descending aorta or thoracic aorta, or rather descending part of the thoracic aorta. Then you have to do like this. So this is called the descending aorta. Now this descending aorta will be going to have the some relations. Now those relations are the in front, then you will be going to have behind. So this is what the behind. Then you will be going to have the right lateral. So this is the right lateral. And then you will be going to have, this one is what is said to be as, even you can see the thing what it will be there exactly at the level where you will be going to get left laterally, what we can say. Now in front, what are all the things are present? Now in front, you will be having now this is what is said to be as the diaphragm. This is what is said to be as a diaphragm. So this is what the thing what you will be going to get. Now after the diaphragm, you will be going to get what is said to be as this is called the esophagus. Esophagus. Now this esophagus, the whole thing it also called as a what? Gullet. Now this one is the thing what you will be going to get, and then successively from above down you will be going to get the what is said to be as left atrium of the heart will be there. Still you will be going to get now this is the pericardium, and after having had this you will be going to get here. These are the what some you can say what you will be there all around and about the what esophagus, the esophageal plexus of nerves. Those are nothing but the autonomic nervous system. Definitely once that is the thing you will be going to get now here. This is the esophageal artery or esophageal arterial plexus. Then you will be going to have the water. These veins reach amount of esophageal venous fluxes. These esophageal venous fluxes, they are there throughout the entire course of that of the esophagus, right from above down up till the ending into the what? Abdomen, into the stomach. And then you will be going to have further here, this is what is said to be as a root of left lung. Apart from that, not only the root of a lung, the water that of the beginning of the water that of the parietal and the water that of the visceral, parietal and the water visceral flora, which will be there at the rim of this. Then you will be going to get the water that of the here, the water bronchial artery, bronchial veins, then the what bronchial group of lymph vessels, then you have got the bronchial nerves, plexus. This is what. Now after that you will be going to get the water. Other than that, you have got the pulmonary artery, pulmonary veins, pulmonary artery carrying the water that of the carbon dioxide blood for the pulmonary circulation, pulmonary veins carrying the water that of the you can say oxygenated blood after getting that pulmonary circulation got over. Then you will be having the pulmonary plexus of lymph vessels and the nodes. Then you will be having the pulmonary plexus of nerves. This is autonomic. Now all these are there in a successive way. Now after that you will be going to get the what main important thing, what you will be there on the right side. On the right side when you come, this is what right laterally. Now this is anterior relation. Now this is what here. Now on the water that of the you can say right laterally, you have got the vena azygos. This is the one vein which will be there on the right, and then you will be having a one lymphatic trunk. That lymphatic trunk is nothing but what you get as a water thoracic duct. So this will be there. Now you will be going to have the water that of the you can say posterior relation. So this is the posterior relation. Posteriorly you will be having what is said to be as vertebral column. So this is the vertebral column. You will be having. Now this vertebral column, it is more in the lower part, but vertebral column will be there on the right laterally also. This is at the upper part. This is the vertebral column. going to get the water that of the, where you can say, other than that, you will be going to get the water one more vein. Now that vein is the what? Hemiazygos vein. Hemiazygos vein. Then this will be the what? Posterior relation. Now what you will be going to have on the water that of the, where you can say, left laterally. So left laterally, that will be there here. Left laterally. Now left laterally you will be going to get, this is what is said to be as at the lower part. You have got a esophagus. Esophagus. It will be there. Then you will be having the water that of the left laterally, left lung, and the pleura, left pleura, that which covers the left lung, especially the mediastinal surface of the water, left lung, that will be there. Apart from that, you will be going to have the water that is the esophageal fluxus of nerve, that is the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, and then you will be having here esophageal fluxus of veins, that is the esophageal veins, then the water esophageal arterial plexus, then you will be having a water esophageal lymphatic plexus. So this will be there on the left laterally. That will be there here. What you will do is left laterally. So you have to remember four relations. One is the right laterally, anteriorly, left laterally, and then thereby you will be going to have here, this is posterior. So these are the relations that what you have to talk in connection with the descending part of the water, that of the thoracic aorta, or that descending part of the thoracic aorta is also said to be as a water, thoracic aorta. Even that is another name for that, is a descending aorta. All have got the same meaning that one has to understand, depends upon its position. Now you have to go for the branches. Now what are the branches of this descending aorta? Number one branch, you will be going to get the water that is the, you will be having number one, first you will be having that is the pericardial branch or the pericardial artery. Second, you will be going to have the water that is the bronchial arteries. Then you will be having about third, esophageal arteries. Then you will be having what is said to be as the branches for the lungs. Those are called the pulmonary branches, or rather branches to the what? Lungs. So with this, these are the main things that what you will be going to get into the thing. So now the question is what it will be there for the water that of the, where you can say entire thing. Why one must know? Because this descending part of the water, thoracic aorta, whatever all the mediastinal structures are there, those will be going to supply. The main mediastinal branches are this. But at the same time, it will be going to send the water, branches to the water, the structure which is present on either side of the water, mediastinum, those are the lungs. So with this, you will be going to have the water, descending aorta has been finished. Now descending aorta, it is important for the water that of either 3 marks or it will be important for 5 marks, but not ASAP. But the same thing, what has happened for the water arch of aorta the day before yesterday, in the last episode that what we have got in the aortic system when you will be dealing. That will be important for only 5 marks, not for 3 marks. But coming to the what that of the ascending aorta, it is important for that of the, you can say either 5 or 3. So one must know. Now the question comes, sir, why that ascending aorta is important for the what 5 or 3 marks? Because it is a main blood supply for the what heart is by the what right and left coronary arteries. That is what because of that it will be the important. So these are the things that what thing you have to remember in connection with the what aortic system, especially in case of thoracic region, and then this you can say aortic system, definitely it is important for the what other regions as it traverses, because aortic system gives the what main blood supply to the entire body itself. So that is why it is important. Region by region the arteries are going to become so important. So abdominal aorta is also important. It is a part of the aortic system. So with this, the descending aorta is ended. Thank you for hearing a talk on descending part of the